Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Rosie Aconseja. Thank you for watching my videos, for subscribe and to share with someone that maybe will be helpful this kind of information. Hopefully everybody is safe and sound. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about how we should take care of our pregnancy and when the baby is born until month 3. I'm going to provide some videos about how raising healthy, emotionally and physical kids. When we are pregnant, most not, but some the parents that I had seen, the mothers, they assume that because the baby is inside your stomach, uh, they don't need enough attention that we should pay more. Most of the most of the mothers they drink alcohol, they smoke, they use drugs, they have bad eating habits, and they don't realize that that affects the baby a lot. When they born, they usually born with when the how can I say, some parents I had seen that they have, because my neighbor, she was smoking all her pregnancy and she has a healthy daughter. I'm going to do the same. Remember, everybody is different. Every physical body is different. Every metabolism is different. So whatever happened to my neighbor, that she was drinking alcohol all her pregnancy, that she was smoking drugs, whatever, and the baby was born supposedly healthy, so I can do the same thing and nothing is going to happen to my baby. But guess what? The babies are different and our bodies are different. So my body maybe can react different from my neighbors. So be careful with that. Um, and what I heard is that most of the babies, they born with, when the mother was smoking during the pregnancy, usually they have problems with with their lungs or with their throat, because that smoke flows through the arteries, through the blood. And because people assume that when they smoke, it's going to affect the lungs. No, for adult people, affect other organs as well. You should search. Don't believe me. Just search, because that's what I read, and that's what I had learned through experience from friends, from people that I know. Um, Also, the eating. People assume because they are pregnant, yes, you have to eat for two. But guess what? Well, some people, they eat a lot of grease, a lot of junk, and they don't realize that when the baby born, the baby's just like this small, but the belly is still so big because the grease covers all the placenta. So that people don't realize that they assume that they are feeding the baby, and the baby's getting the leftovers from whatever junk or whatever things they are eating. So it's important that you should realize and be conscious about how to eat properly. At least do it while you are pregnant, that take care of your baby from the stomach, and whatever you feed the baby in the stomach is whatever they are going to like when they are going to be grown, like 4 or 5 years old. Some parents says, but I never feed him. What can I say? I never gave him junky food, or and I don't know why they are that now they like to eat junky food. They like a lot of sweets, and it's because you were eating it while you were pregnant. Don't believe me? Research, and you'll find out. Um, Also, it's very important, a part of taking care of our physical body while we are pregnant is taking care of our emotional part. Some parents don't realize, but when they are pregnant, um, they um, they get depressed, they get anxious, and worry about many things, and you don't think that you can transmit that information to your baby. Yes, they feel the same thing that you're feeling. And when you cry a lot during your pregnancy, your baby's going to cry like hell. I'm saying from my own experience. I have a son. He's bigger now. He's an adult person now. But in my time, I used to cry a lot because my ex was cheating on me. Well, that's personal things, but I was crying too much. And my mother used to say, Don't cry too much because when your baby's going to born, he's going to cry a lot and it's because of you. And she was right. In that moment I didn't want to pay attention to it. I said, come on, mom, that is not going to happen. Yes, it happens. My son used to cry, used to wake me up 5 times in the evening, and next day I had to go to work. So I said, oh my God, now I understand, excuse me, that he's crying a lot, and it's because of my pregnancy. I was crying a lot. Remember, the first 3 months, they don't cry. They just eat, poop, and sleep. So the crying part starts since the 4th or 5th month. They start to cry for everything, any noise. Oh my God, that is hilarious. But anyway, so be careful with that and keep in mind the emotions is very important and talk to your baby. Sometimes people don't understand that and they say, "Oh, but he has a fetus. I mean, he doesn't have ears. He's not going to understand me." But we are energy. So whatever how we feel, we transmit that energy to our baby. So the baby is going to hear you when you're crying, when you are upset, when you are depressed, when you are anxious or worried about something. So always when you have those thoughts, try to cut them and says, no, 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 I don't need to think that. And always talk to your baby. Says, baby, I'm sorry, I'm worried about this and this and this, but you don't have the fault. I don't want that you feel sad for me. Everything is going to be okay. So those kind of things is important that you talk to your baby since he's in your belly. Um, I'm checking my notes. Also remember while they are in the first 3 months, they are sleeping, pooping, and eating. So remember, every time they sleep, you have the chance to sleep at the same time like your baby does, because after that they're not going to let you sleep straight like you used to when you used to sleep your 7 8 hours straight. No anymore, because the baby always is going to be hungry at midnight, or is going to be poopy, or is going to be with pee, and you have to change the diaper. So that is obvious things that we will have to do. But in the meantime, the first 3 months, and if they take a nap during the day, you take a nap at the same time. So you can relax and be less stressful, because I know some parents they get stressful when they have baby because you're not used to it. For you it's new, for the baby is new. So it's try to adapt to the new situation. Um, it's important, remember, it's important to give to the babies water. Don't assume, I don't know, but some parents assume because the milk, if you're breastfeeding or you're giving from the can, the powder milk, don't assume that that liquid is the same for when your baby is thirsty. Some parents say, "Oh, he's thirsty. Let me give the bottle, the milk." No, the milk is their food. When they are thirsty, I know your doctors are your specialist is going to tell you give him or give her 1 ounce or 2 ounces of water. You should ask your specialist how much water you can give a baby during the day. Of course, they're not going to eat the same amount that we as an adult person we drink. So, but watch out with that, because some parents I had seen that they mix the bottle, the milk with the water, and they assume because the baby's thirsty, and that's why they reject it. When every time that you want to put the bottle in their mouth with the milk, they do like this. It's because they don't want it. They are full. They are thirsty. So give them water. So those kind of things. And try to keep water from a filter. Well, they say that it is inside United States. I don't recommend to give water from the tap, even though it's clean, but I prefer to filter and mold it, because remember, babies, their stomach are more sensitive that adult people. Um, okay. Other thing is, oh, this is very important. Babies the first 3 months, they tend to suffer of gases. Uh, they have cramps, and it's for different reasons. The first reason is if you're breastfeeding, and whatever you're eating, don't eat. Try to don't eat spicy things, greasy, or flour things like a very acid, because those things goes through your milk, and the milk goes to the baby's stomach, and is when they have cramps, they start to cry, and you don't know why they are crying, and it's because of that. So be careful when you breastfeed. Same way when you give them milk from the bowl, from the can, the powder milk that you mix with the water and all that stuff. Sometimes that milk is too heavy for their stomach, so you need to tell your specialist or your doctor to change the type of milk. That happened to me. I used to give milk from the can to my son, and I had to change it 3 times because the first two times the milk was too the milk that they prescribed me was too strong, and he was having a lot of gases, a lot of pain in their stomach. Oh my God, the baby was crying a lot. I didn't know what else to do. So I'm just sharing this information with you guys, and so watch out for the milk. Also, another situation that they can have gases or uncomfortability in their stomach is because they have gases inside. So when you put your baby, this is the front, this is the back. So when you put your baby to give them, paddles like up to take out the gas, don't do it like this, because they find out that you're doing like this, and most of the parents they are very hard doing, very hard. The thing is you're going to damage the column or the vertebrae. So that's no, I mean the ribs, and that's not the way to do it, because you're going to affect them physically when they grow. So the best way to do it, this is their back. I'm going to put out their gases. So I do in circles, firm, not too soft, not too strong, just in circles. So I make sure that they are going for 30 minutes. When they do like, you assume that they are done. No, they have more gases inside. So still watch your clock, your watch, and make sure or set up an alarm for 30 minutes. So you know how much time you're taking out the gases. You need to be patient, because some parents says, oh, he just barked. So he doesn't need more barking. No, babies are different than adult people. Sometimes they have more 2 barbs to do, or 3 more barbs. So it depends. No, don't assume that they were the first barb, because then you're going to see the baby crying and you don't know why. So watch out with that. Um, Other important thing is uh, other important thing is about the part that we're talking about, the physical part. So other thing that I wanted to share with you is about okay, the gases, the barbs. Um, Other important thing is the baby cry too much. He's already fed, he's already changed diaper, he already slept, he's ready for everything, but is he's crying a lot. You are like, what's going on here? Get the baby naked, take off all the clothes, and check the clothes. Put it on the opposite side and check the shirt, check the everything, because sometimes a little extra from the shirt or the mark, you can cut it, the mark from the shirt, that can be making it itchy. And babies cannot tell you, say, hey, I'm itchy. Can you scratch me here? Of course not. We wish, but not that doesn't happen. So what we can do is get an undress, check the clothes from both sides, and put it back. And you think that they still crying is because it's something that is bothering, getting naked and change the clothes. Maybe it's the clothes that you didn't find what is bothering them, and they get calm, you're fine. But after a couple times that you change their clothes and they still with the same pain, the same crying, call the doctor and take them, immediately to see what's going on. Also, it's very important to don't assume that our babies have the same temperature that we do. I had seen parents that because they are too hot, they put the air conditioner so hard that the baby start to sneeze. You need to touch the baby, touch their neck or the butt. Don't touch the hands because the hands change the temperature all the time. So don't rely on the hands or on the feet. Rely on the arms, the neck, or in the butt, and touch them. And they are hot. Okay, put them something light so they don't cover them too much because they are going to be uncomfortable. But most of the times happen in the opposite way. When adults we are hot, they are cold. When we are very cold, they are hot. So always check the temperature to your babies, please. Don't assume that because you are hot that you're, oh, I need the air conditioner, the baby is hot too. No, touch them first. Make sure that your baby don't get sick because of that. Remember, people get sick because of no, because to be in the water and when rains or when it's too hot or when it's too cold. It's when changing the temp that you are hot and then you get inside the room that is too cold. Those kind of changes, what that's why we get sick. We catch a cold or flu or whatever. Same happen with the babies. Here in the United States, usually when it's too hot outside the stores, they put the AC, the air conditioner too cold, too freezing. So always keep a jacket or keep a sweater that you can put to your baby before you get inside the store. Same with the opposite. When we are in winter, the stores they put the heater too hot. So even some people sweat because of course you are with jacket, hat, gloves, everything. So for the babies in that area is the same. When you get inside the store, before getting inside the store, uh, put in a jacket because take off the jacket and just leave a light sweater or a shirt with long sleeves because they are going to get sick changing those temperatures when you are inside the store and getting out and back in. So be careful with those things, even for yourself. Sometimes that's what I do. In summer, it is too cold inside. I carry a sweater in my car because it's too freezing inside the store. Outside is too hot, but those opposite temperatures, that's why make us sick. And last but not least, I want to make sure that well, I have two more topics that I need to talk about. The other one is the emotional. So watch out how you talk to your baby. Most of people they assume because the baby is too little, 0 to 3 months, they don't understand, they don't cannot see well, those kind of things because they see blurry. And the 4 month that little curtain removed so they can see clear. That's why some specialists they suggest to buy toys with dark colors like red, yellow, blue, green, but dark colors so they can see the difference. um and the emotional part is to talk to them. Sometimes some parents they fight or argue in front of the baby. They assume because the baby doesn't talk, doesn't say anything, he's not going to understand. No, he doesn't understand what you're saying. He understands your energy. They can feel that you are upset, that you are anxious, that you're depressed. They can feel it. So be careful how we are raising our babies. If we want that they become an adult person with peace, self-motivated and confident, we need to create that. But if we start to argue and jail and jailing and everything, the baby's going to start to cry because they are going to cry like what happened here, I'm lost, I just hear like blah 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 blah, and they're going to cry. So but it's not because the babies don't understand why you're talking. They understand your energy, the upsetness, the frustration. They feel that. So be careful when you do that. Close the door, go in jail, or whatever you need to talk with your partner. Do it as far as you can from your baby because they understand. And always talk to them. Says, I was upset with your mom, why I was upset with your dad, but you don't have the fault. It's because we have miscommunications, and the baby will understand that. You think that this is crazy, but yes, they understand the energy, know what you're saying. While they get bigger and they start to write, read, and understand what you're saying to them. And now the last topic is that um, that is important to connect everything, the emotional part and the physical part with the baby. Some parents says, oh, but I feed them well and everything, and this baby is so nervous. Because you were yelling all the time, or your partner was yelling all the time. And the baby, that's why everything he jumps from the bed. But why? Why a baby doesn't know what is fear? It's because the energy again. They feel your energy and your partner's energy or your family, whoever is taking care of the baby, and they are very anxious, very depressive, or they are frustrated. The baby senses it, and that's why when the baby grows, that's why he's so shy. They don't want to talk, or they are afraid to do things. It's because you create that in the baby. You don't realize that, but it's true. Unfortunately, it's true. So I'm going to add an information here, a link that you can read about and find more information. I don't get paid for it. I'm not advertised, but every information that I share in my videos is because I wanted to share with my community. But I don't get paid for any advertisement or anything. Okay. Well, hopefully you like my videos. Thank you for watching my videos, for subscribe to my channel, and to share it with whoever needs to hear this type of information. Okay. See you until next time. My regards to everybody. A kiss for everybody. So have a wonderful day and stay safe and warm and having fun. Okay. Bye bye. Thank you.